The Atlantic Ocean, a vast expanse of water that has borne witness to countless voyages and discoveries, is also home to some of the most chilling and unsolved maritime mysteries. One such haunting tale is that of the SS Ourang Medan, a ship whose eerie disappearance has baffled historians and adventurers for decades. This is the story of the ill-fated voyage of the Ourang Medan, a tale shrouded in mystery and fear, with a disturbing legacy that continues to captivate the world. The SS Ourang Medan was a Dutch freighter that set sail in the late 1940s, carrying a cargo of unspecified goods. Very little is known about its exact origins, but it's believed the ship was traveling through the waters of the Strait of Malacca, a busy and perilous passage between the Malay Peninsula and Sumatra. The Ourang Medan, like many freighters of its time, was tasked with transporting goods between ports, unaware that its final journey would become one of the greatest maritime mysteries of the 20th century. In June of 1947, something went terribly wrong. The first sign of disaster came through a distress signal that was received by multiple ships in the area, including the U.S. merchant vessel Silver Star. The message, sent via Morse code, was fragmented and disjointed, but its content was undeniably chilling. It began with a cryptic plea: "All officers, including the captain, are dead. Lying in the chartroom and bridge. Possibly the whole crew is dead." The last part of the transmission only deepened the mystery: "Some die in a strange position." After these unsettling words, the signal abruptly cut off, and a haunting silence followed. No further communication was received. The Silver Star was quick to respond to the distress call, and its crew, alarmed by the urgency and strange content of the message, set course immediately to locate the ship. When they arrived at the coordinates where the Ourang Medan had last been seen, they found the ship drifting aimlessly, seemingly abandoned. It appeared eerily calm, with no signs of any disturbance or immediate danger. There was no sign of any storm or weather-related incident that could explain what had transpired on board. But when the crew of the Silver Star boarded the Ourang Medan to investigate further, what they found aboard the ship would haunt them for the rest of their lives. The first thing that struck them was the sight of the crew's bodies. They were scattered throughout the ship in the most disturbing manner. The crew members were all dead, and their bodies were positioned in a way that seemed unnatural. Some were found slumped over in their chairs, while others were sprawled across the deck, their hands frozen in midair, as if they had been trying to reach for something or someone. But it was their faces that made the discovery truly horrifying. Each face was frozen in an expression of sheer terror, their eyes wide open, mouths agape, as if they had witnessed something incomprehensible before their deaths. The bodies did not show any visible signs of injury or violence, and there were no signs of a struggle. It was as if the crew members had died from some unknown cause in the midst of performing their duties. The Silver Star's crew was unable to determine what could have caused such a terrifying reaction in the men. There were no weapons, no external damage to the ship, and no apparent environmental hazards. Yet the dead crew of the Ourang Medan were unmistakably frozen in a state of pure fear. As the Silver Star crew continued their investigation, they discovered that the ship's cargo hold contained a strange, unidentified substance. Some have speculated that it could have been hazardous chemicals, perhaps of military origin, which had led to the crew's mysterious deaths. It is believed that this cargo could have been the cause of the distress signal, and potentially even the terror that overtook the crew. However, no conclusive evidence has ever been found to support this theory. What happened next is as mysterious as the deaths of the crew. As the Silver Star crew attempted to secure the ship and tow it back to port, disaster struck. Suddenly, and without warning, the Ourang Medan exploded. A massive blast rocked the vessel, sending plumes of smoke and fire into the sky. Within moments, the ship was engulfed in flames, and before anyone could react, it sank into the depths of the Atlantic Ocean, disappearing without a trace. Despite extensive search efforts in the days and weeks following the explosion, no wreckage from the Ourang Medan was ever found. The ship, its cargo, and its crew had simply vanished into the vast, unforgiving ocean. Theories and speculation surrounding the incident have abounded, but none have provided any clear answers. Was the explosion caused by the mysterious cargo, or was it a deliberate act of sabotage? Could the deaths of the crew be linked to some kind of toxic or chemical leak? Or was there something far darker at play, some supernatural force that brought an untimely end to the ship and its passengers? Over the years, the story of the SS Ourang Medan has become one of the most enduring maritime legends. The mystery has been the subject of countless investigations, articles, and books, and it continues to intrigue both amateur sleuths and seasoned researchers. Some have suggested that the incident could be linked to military experiments, possibly involving chemical or biological warfare agents, which were secretive at the time. Others believe that the crew might have been exposed to some kind of hallucinogenic or toxic substance that caused them to behave erratically and die in strange, contorted positions. In recent years, some have even speculated that the disappearance could be the result of paranormal activity or even extraterrestrial involvement. Could the crew have encountered something beyond the realm of human understanding, something so terrifying that it left them frozen in fear? Theories about the supernatural have flourished in the absence of hard evidence, as people try to make sense of an event that seems beyond explanation. Despite all the theories and debates, one thing remains clear: the fate of the SS Ourang Medan is one of the greatest maritime mysteries of all time. The ship's disappearance, along with the eerie deaths of its crew, has left more questions than answers. And, to this day, no one knows what truly happened on that fateful voyage. The mystery of the SS Ourang Medan serves as a chilling reminder of how vast and unpredictable the ocean can be, and how even in the modern age, there are still secrets buried beneath its surface that may never be uncovered. Some mysteries are simply too dark, too complex, or too terrifying to ever be fully explained. If you enjoyed this mysterious tale and want to explore more unsolved mysteries, ghost stories, and chilling tales from the past, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more eerie stories that will send shivers down your spine.